So it has been a whirlwind of 25 years. I can remember when I first walked into that old warehouse at 146th Street in US 31.
Grace Church. This place is my home. I'm now formally employed here, and I'll be spending a lot more time investing and growing with this church. This video is about my experiences with Grace Church and how the community has impacted me.
Well, it is now September, and we are pushing over close to 650 people have been baptized already this year.
Baptism. My statement of faith. My declaration of salvation to the public. I showed people at Grace that I was saved through the Holy Spirit. Even though in my heart I know I was saved, my testimony that night says it for itself. So because of this, it only felt right to be baptized amongst all of you, the fellow church community. God bless.
1992, I don't think we were 800 or 900 people in the church. We were going to send 1 out of 10 people.
Mission trips. Haiti and Kenya, the two places I've been through Grace Church. The two places where God showed me my calling for my life, to go into ministry, to serve, to preach, to say the word. If it wasn't for these places, I wouldn't have the beginning building blocks of my faith. The church's palms up attitude that humbled me greatly in these experiences made sure that I learned and my faith was tested. I'm very thankful for these mission trips, and I hunger for more.
So in the last 2 years, things have picked up pace. As we have been, I would say, furiously trying to keep up with what God is doing in the world and calling us.
Fishers, specifically the Fishers campus. My first days at Grace were also the first days of the Fishers campus, where we separated in a different room and then went to a different building, and now we have our own building. And I make sure that I'm a part of this church where I currently work, and I spend my time growing with God.
We're really doing this. We're becoming
this.
a multi-site church, and we're going to have Grace Church Fishers. I couldn't be more excited about it. I have so many conversations with you and others who say that they are hungry for more.
Regenerate. We can't plant without being a seed. The message that Grace Church had on its very first day.
The title of that first sermon was "This Church Must Die."
And gave me my specific orders from God. It's what initiated this revival at Grace Church and what is sending people out into the world to make disciples of all nations. It's the mission that feeds the hungry congregation.
And I'm going to say something preposterous, okay? I'm sorry if this sounds preposterous, but we've wondered if God is bringing a revival to us.
Every small group, every retreat, every conference, and every sermon has brought me closer to where I need to be with God. Through these things, I have found my calling and my foundation with Grace Church. I thank this church for all it's done for me, the community that's brought me, and the compassion as well. If it wasn't for this church, I'd be lost. If it wasn't for this church, I wouldn't know how to change the world.
We've had 1,000 people in the last 25 years, and I believe God is calling us to raise up 10,000 people from Grace Church. Ordinary people filled with extraordinary power. I think a revival is breaking out among us. I'm not afraid to say that. I am not afraid to say that.
I'd like to thank Grace Church for everything it's done for me over the past 5 years. A link to their website is in the description below. Leave a like and subscribe. Thank you.